What?
Hey, good
Oh yeah.
morning, and welcome to Monday Morning Talks. I am your girl Soso, and I am here with my girl Michelle Lachey and Miss J. Michelle Lachey, where did you go? And
I'm
we have
sharing
our
on
guest
Facebook.
here,
Sharing on Facebook.
Wiz.
Hey
I
everybody.
told you to share. We went.
Yes.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, hey,
Hello,
how are
everyone.
hey.
you all doing this morning? Ooh, I like your lip color too. Okay, Miss J.
Okay, Jay cute
I
today.
like that lip color.
Thanks.
I
I'm ready for
see.
spring again.
I'm loving it. I'm loving that lip
Thank
color.
you.
Why I can't find
So
Facebook
happy, girl.
pictures?
Uh-oh. Shut up, girl. Hold on, y'all, because I'm acting like Michelle this morning with this loud, my live going
I
loud.
got it. I found it. Yay. I usually have two phones, and I don't have my other phone today, so I feel like now I'm all
I'm over
extra
here trying to
bougie
do
and have
mine
two
as
phones.
well.
So,
You trying to do yours too?
I'm trying to
I
do
think Miss
mine.
J doing hers.
Yep.
hey, I started a trend.
All together.
All together.
All right.
Let's see.
Where am I?
So, how was
I'm not
y'all
on here.
Mother's Day? What did you
It
do?
was awesome.
Oh,
I
because
think
I'm
this
on the
is one of the
live. That's
best
why.
Mother's Days I've had in years, to be honest.
There we go.
I went out with some of my girlfriends yesterday morning
Are
for
you
brunch
eating,
at
Sophia?
Fremont, and
Mhm.
she is on camera.
I can't hear anything. Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
I
okay
have to
had
though.
a,
come
So
back because
it's
I
I
can't
Mother's
got a
hear.
Day. Look,
bagel
we
Be
still
right back.
carrying
in
on with
my
the Mother's Day
bagel.
celebration. I went out with some girlfriends, and then I went out with my mom and my sister afterwards. And it was just a nice, real chill weekend. We just enjoyed each other's company. I feel like this was the first. I told my friends this was the first year I really feel like I gave like an abundance, as opposed to just the
Mm,
typical flowers and cards. I actually
mhm.
put thought behind this year's gift, so that felt a lot better than just giving the typical gifts. So it was a good Mother's Day. I have no complaints. I was mimosa up all day
Oh
yesterday. Drinking
yes.
coffee and tea. I'm mimosa free right now.
You
I
better
love
Thank
mimosa.
you.
celebrate.
Read some of my
That's a
stuff
every
before you
morning. Mimosa is
finish.
a every morning
Oh
thing for
my
me. That's
gosh.
a every morning thing for me. I keep the Bel Air. I keep the orange juice. You know, it's your
Look, I got
mimosa.
my coffee, and shout out to my niece. She gave me this mug
Oh,
yesterday
that's
for
cute.
Mother's
Oh, I
Day.
like
So
I
thank
that.
love
you.
it. I love it.
Mm.
I love it.
Thank
See,
you.
you
The
I
ain't
know.
coffee
saying
I
you
is
like
was
giving
having
me life.
mimosas. I would have came over in the morning, having
Look, that's what
mimosas.
we need to start
I
doing.
have a
Forget the
mimosa.
coffee. We need
I don't know
mimosas.
about if y'all didn't see my thing. I keep some Bel Air in my. I got all of
I love it.
them. My Bel Airs. I got
I love it.
all the Bel Airs. My Monday mimosas. My morning mimosas.
We need to come to your house also and have some
I
Monday
know, and I
morning
have them in my
mimosas.
little fancy little flutes. These are little
There you
plastic
go.
flutes. They so cute. They sparkly and
Yeah.
gold. But yeah, I keep a
Yes.
mimosa in the morning. So Monday morning mimosas. Y'all should have came to my birthday last year. I did a whole brunch at my house. It's supposed to be outside, but the wind was blowing too much. Couldn't get the tents up, so I did it in my basement. But we had me and
Mhm.
my daughter cooked, well, most of my daughter cooked a whole buffet of like breakfast food, a bunch of it. And then I had a mimosa bar. So yeah, it was cute. It was fun. But yeah, well, Joy, I didn't know you then, but I knew Michelle, but Michelle is in Atlanta and she can't attend none of my stuff.
First
So
of all,
anyway,
you
That's
could
why
have
you got to
invited
come to
me and I
Atlanta
still
with
would have
both of
tried.
us.
I would have invited you. Anyway, so anyway, yesterday I went to me and my sister went to this event that one of the guys I said that I'm sponsoring him, so he advertises my business for me, and so he had an event going on, so we went there. It was a nice event, just a little upset that they closed the bar an hour before the event closed, so we was couldn't eat or drink, but other than that, that was fine. So then I just came home after that. I went to my mom, spent time with my mom, and then I came home and I ordered a Uber Eats. Some job me some sushi and some fried crab and some new undone noodles with shrimp or whatever it was. They forgot to give me my sushi. I was kind of mad because that was the main thing I wanted, you know. And so I chilled. I did some online homework. I chilled. I had a real chill day, and yeah, it was very
That's what I'm
peaceful.
doing when we finish.
I had it's two things on that one that I can get, so I skipped. But yeah, I had a real chill day. What about you, Shelly?
Mother's Day was a typical day. We just kind of stayed in the house.
No, Shelly, your thing is going out.
Is
it my Wi-Fi?
It's your. I don't know.
It might be you.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah,
I can hear you.
And I'm downstairs. It's my Wi-Fi that's acting up.
But then you want
to
to
blame so you was just frozen for a second, but you're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, man, I got two wires. See, and I'm downstairs and my Wi-Fi still active. Shouldn't have to be right next to the box. That's this laptop I think. I hate this I hate this laptop. I just bought it too, and it don't have no storage. I did not look at the specs when I bought this little cheap little laptop. So now I gotta go get me another one.
Oh, see, you said the key word, cheap. See, that's the key
Yeah,
word.
I was gonna say you get what you pay for sometimes. I'm sorry, sis.
Yeah, see, she's stuck again. But my Mother's Day, yes, she like my Mother's Day was it was cool. It was laid back. We didn't we didn't do anything really. It was a little solemn, at least for me. I'm sure it was for my mother as well, because this was our first Mother's Day without my grandmother.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I mean, I miss her every day, but yesterday I really missed her, especially seeing everyone making their post, and you know, I mean, I'm grateful to still have my mom, and you know, but you know,
right.
I miss my grandma. But yeah, then me and my son, we went out to eat. We went to Juicy Crab, and I'm like, it's Mother's Day. I'm supposed to be getting the biggest and best meal, but this guy orders king crab legs. I'm like, excuse me,
that's my baby. That's my baby.
Look, it's the Mother's Day.
They got to me.
Crab legs. Like, are you serious? He like, Mom, I got this. I got this. Like, yeah, all right. You got this deal too, Shelly? So
right.
So yeah,
you're supposed to be taking me out.
Hello.
Right.
How your meal double mine, sir? So yes. But yeah, that was pretty much
it. Mario.
Good morning, Mario.
Hi, Mario. Good morning. But yeah, that was pretty.
Good morning.
So yeah, that was it.
Oh, well, that's good. Wizz, I'm sorry for your loss. I know Mother's Day was tough for you as well. So I don't know if you want to talk about your day or not, but
yes.
Okay.
For me, my Mother's Day, it was kind of emotional. It was kind of emotional for me. My mom then passed away for a while. However, each and every time Mother's Day come up, it gets a little better. But this year, I just wanted to be alone, you know, and just embrace the energy of her, and just try to like understand where she want me to go in life, because you know, whether I know it or not, like she's gonna be with me all like every day. So I just take it as it comes. But overall, like, it was very emotional for me. But I'm good.
I'm sending you hugs, Liz.
Yes. Lots of hugs coming your way.
Good.
Thank you.
Hey, Marlon.
Thank you, Marlon.
Thank you. Hey, Marlon. Thank you.
Oh, you're amazing too, Marlon. Your mom. Tell your mom Happy Mother's Day.
Love you, Marlon. Yes.
Marlon.
And shout out to Marlon, because his grandmother's birthday was last week, and he got a box full of money. So Marlon, I want to be your grandma.
Okay, Marlon. Shout out to you. My birthday is in October. I want this Starbucks. Not as much you gave your grandma, though, but you can give me $40 in one, so it can feel like it's a lot. So
look, we'll make it work.
My birthday is next month, Marlon. So you start right now.
Start. Mail her $1 a day. Mail her $1 a day, and then by the time her birthday comes, okay. So Wizz. We are
Yes.
going to talk to you because I've been trying to get an understanding about chakras for so long. And I just want you to just tell us, about the chakras, how we can get in tune with them, how we can, all about chakra.
Okay, okay. So first off, chakras, it's your birthright. It's your total birthright. And your chakras it's a color system, a spiritual color system that people go by, or that has been used over time, that helps you to understand who you are, what are you doing in this moment right now, what did you do in the past that could have possibly hurt somebody. It's a self-reflection. It's a self-reflection tool. So I have this thing. I wrote this down last year, May 28th. You guys mind if I share?
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so for me, the way that I look at chakras is like looking at the fruits of the spirit. That's the way I look at chakras, looking at the fruits of the spirit. Because, when you start with the root chakra itself is a red color.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the red color itself deals with self-control. The fruits of the spirit, when you actually do it the right way, it starts from self-control. So self-control and the root chakra is the same. You get me? And then when you move up to sacral chakra and gentleness are the same, because it allows you to understand what are you doing in your community service and how are you making new memories, being gentle with people. Move up to the solar plexus. Solar plexus is faithfulness. How well are you committed? Will you give up when things get hard, or would you stay committed in order to see yourself through it? Heart chakra, you're talking about goodness of the heart. Anything that has to deal with the heart, you talking about goodness. So it's talking about spreading love abroad, love abroad, regardless. Because sometimes we can get caught up into past situations, and it leaves a scar. And so when we start to connect with certain people, and they might do something, it may cause a trigger. It may cause a trigger. Hello, somebody.
You already know.
And we all got triggers. We
Yeah.
all
White
have
coffee on that
triggers.
one.
We all have triggers. But within us knowing
Now
that
she
we
says,
have
speak,
triggers,
speak. She says,
yes.
speak.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin. So
Hey, cuz.
within us knowing that we have triggers, it's like, we have to deal with ourselves first before we can even go out. The heart chakra is dealing with self before you can even go out, which is coming back down to self-control. Because how can you control yourself around people? How can you act around people when you don't have self-control?
Right.
All right. And then moving up to the throat chakra. Throat chakra, you're talking about kindness. How well do you speak to people?
You always tell me I gotta watch my tongue.
Your tongue is
Coming and
powerful.
going, coming and going. How well do you speak to people, or how well do you communicate with people? Do you allow the information to be open-ended, or do you allow the communication to go both ways, or do you cut out one part just so that you can get your point across?
Marlon said, how can one open the heart and third eye with discernment?
Open up the heart and the third eye. It's connected, because you being in a loving state is you open up your third eye, because being in a loving state will help you to see visions. You will see great things. You will see things that's going to be beneficial to you, that you want to go after. Not only that, you see greater things for other people. That's the reason why we do things, that's the reason why we do things randomly for people, because we understand. Well, I wouldn't say we understand, but our spiritual, our spirit field will connect you. That's with third eye. Your spirit field will connect you to that person that's in need of that inspiration. So it's all connected. It's all connected.
Because your
It's all
chakras all
connected.
run like this, like in a straight line, right?
Say it one more time.
Don't all your chakras run in like a straight line? Like, like
Yeah, let me tell you.
the throat, the heart, and then
But it starts from the bottom up. Bottom up.
See, I was taught the wrong way. I told it started.
So that's why he started from there, and he's going to the throat to the. So he started from the bottom.
That may have been why he started, but that ain't why I knew that's how.
Self-control.
My bad.
The thing is that before anything, you have to have self-control. Like, if there's no self-control, you'll be quick to get mad.
True.
If there's no self-control, you'll be quick to be envious. You'll be quick to be jealous of people that's actually moving faster than you.
True.
So you got to have self-control while you completing your stuff. So self-control is always going to be first.
Along the spine.
Along the spine. Okay.
That's the picture they always show with the chakras. They show it along the spine. But then but then some of them show with the Dalai Lama thing, they show it in the front of you.
The front, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all talking about alignment.
Crown to the bottom.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Got it.
What he said?
Crown to the
From the
bottom.
crown to the bottom.
Bottom to the crown.
From the bottom to the crown. Yeah.
He said from crown to the bottom.
Because it's always going to start with self-control first.
Wrong, just like me. See?
Right, Martin? It's not from the crown to the bottom. It's from the bottom to the crown. You moving on up. We don't want to move down. We want to move up.
Moving on up.
From the root. From the root into the tuna.
If you start from the crown down, that means that that you are starting over, or I wouldn't say starting over, but you staying at that ground level. You stand at the ground level, but you want to start from the bottom up. You building up instead of building down.
Okay. See,
that's the reason why they say raise your vibration.
Yeah. Now that makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Raising the vibration. Look.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm sitting in my meditation pose too. Anyway,
you know what? My legs are crossed that way too underneath my chair. My legs are crossed underneath my chair.
It's only right. It's only right.
Back straight. I need
to light some incense, some candles, meditate.
I'm taking it all in, baby.
If y'all actually Wizz, he does you sometimes do a 6 a.m. live meditation. I do it with him. I'm not up at we here hour ahead of us, so it'd be 5 our time, but I do it after he do it because I gotta watch it because it's early, before I get up to do it live. So I happen to get up at like 6 or 7, and he already done did it at 5 our time, but he's 6 his time. But yeah, so we do the morning meditation with him. It's really good.
Meditation at?
He do it at his house, and it'd be live on his page
on Facebook.
It'd be live. Also, I do have a meditation podcast. It's actually on Spotify.
Really?
It's yes, it's actually on Spotify.
What
I'll do is I'll send the. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can send it to you right now.
What about high frequency?
What's the name? What is on Spotify?
Yes, it's on Spotify, and it's Wizz WIZZ 2020.
I can remember that. And you do a guided meditation?
Guided meditation. We do jazzy. We do Zen moments. Also, I even like to do like just quiet meditation.
Okay.
So you have different flavors that you can go by and stuff.
At 6 a.m. I'll be there tomorrow morning, God willing.
Okay.
But he an hour ahead of us.
No, we're on the same time because I'm an hour ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the same time with him.
Okay.
What about high
Marlon
frequency?
said, what about high frequency videos?
936. How do you say that?
Hertz. You, Michelle, you should
I'm
know hertz.
sorry.
We
It's
took
on the
electricity in beauty school.
Girl, you know how long ago that was? 2011.
He said, "What about high frequency videos? 936 hertz."
And that's why I don't do high frequency in my swap.
To be honest,
Okay, I ain't messing nobody else.
to be honest, like
Girl.
I really don't be tuned into like the frequency hertz and stuff. I just focus on meditation to enhance, vision. So I will guide you vocally, through those meditation. But as far as like doing meditation with the different frequency hertz, I really don't do it. But that could be something new.
Yeah.
Were you finished with your list, Wiz? We just cut you off and
Oh yeah, right. We was right. We just kept talking. Sorry.
I know.
We
It's
used to be a
okay.
chatty,
I think I left off with the third, not the third eye, but the throat
The
chakra.
heart.
Like I
Throat.
said,
throat, because
the
I
throat
was
chakra. So
excited.
it's talking about
Yeah,
kindness.
repeat the throat. Repeat the throat because I know my tongue get bad a little bit.
Because with the throat
That's my
chakra, you're
biggest
talking
downfall.
about, being open. You're talking about being open. So being open to express how you feel and being open to receive from other people how they feel to come into a common resolution. So a lot of times we can't do that. A lot of times we find it hard because we feel as if the other person's not going to hear us, but that's you turning off your throat chakra because your throat chakra will say, okay, keep it open. Keep it open ended.
I do that.
Your
open ended, not closed ended. Don't say something and they can't answer to it, right? Is that what you're saying?
right. You feel me?
Hold on.
And then
I ain't gonna tell nobody my battery died. Hold on. I hate this laptop.
And then you go with the third eye. The third eye is in charge of your visions. That's like one of the main chakras that a lot of people like to talk about, which is your third eye. It's like everybody want to skip over everything and just talk about the third eye.
That's because that's what most people know about. Most people only know about that third eye, but they don't really know.
That's the most popular.
Look, you can tell Sophia mama, she doing 8 different things.
But in order to build up to your third eye, right?
Yeah, I can't say about charging.
So to build up to your third eye, you have to get all your other chakras in line, correct? In order for your third eye to work.
You have to. And the reason why is because before you can even assess your visions correctly, you're going to have to deal with the things that you really don't like to show or feel. You're going to have to deal with those things. It's going to take you to really go back into your childhood state and to undo some things before you can even receive these visions properly. It's going to take that.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think in order to get your chakras aligned, you also need to go through therapy to help get those aligned so that you can address and do self-reflection, or can you just align your chakras without therapy?
You really can align your chakras without therapy. It's just the whole point
like
of
meditation.
Yeah.
When meditation align.
Yes. But it's the whole point of you being open to self-discovery, because you tapping into your third eye is tapping into the unknown, which is taking you into a place of you that's going to consider what? Self-discovery, discovering the deepest part of you.
So do you feel like people can open their third eye and then it'll close again on them? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to find my cord because my laptop is. Never mind. I'll get on my desktop. Go ahead. Continue.
Mute yourself. So.
Right.
Am I making so much noise? It's not bad.
A little bit, but it's okay, friend. We love you.
I was trying to find my cord to this laptop because it's dying, but I'm gonna get on my desktop.
Okay. Now, what were you saying with?
Okay, so with the third eye, like I said, it's gonna take you to dive deep in yourself because like I said, tapping into your third eye can be scary because it take you to a place where have you ever had like a dream that have you had like a dream and you really you couldn't explain it, but it was so scary to the point where it felt real?
Mhm.
A lot of
Yeah.
those times, a lot of times, you know, that's our third eye being activated within that dream.
Mm.
And it's giving us messages. In the dream state, it's okay. In the dream state, it's okay because it's like, you know, you already sleeping. So you have no other choice but to just sit there and sleep through it. But when it comes to meditating and tap into that third eye, a lot of us can't sit in peace. We can't sit in quiet
Mhm.
because it forces us to think about different things that we've been putting off.
Yeah. Cash said it goes back to that self-control question.
Self-control, boo boo. Yes,
Okay.
self-control. Self-control, self-control. Now moving up to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is the direct access to you and the spiritual realm. Now this is how we answer our call. This is how we, you know, this is how we assess the gut feeling.
Mhm.
This is how we assess that because
Mm-hmm.
it's a little nudge.
Mhm.
Nudge is it's gonna hit you, and then in the back of your mind, you're gonna be thinking like, damn, like why is this hitting me over and over and over? Because it's your calling.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's your calling.
Well, you
A
stepping
lot
on
of
my
times
toes today. Go ahead,
set on
honey.
time.
You stepping on my toes today.
No, I said good one. You hitting, look, you hitting some pinpoints. I'm taking some mental
Right.
notes right now. Okay.
Like,
Shay gotta get herself together.
yeah.
That's what
Like,
she
you
told
making
me.
a
I gotta
whole
get
lot of
myself
sense,
together.
brother.
Yes. So, you know, when you really work with meditation, it's like you're answering to your call because your call is gonna consist of you being in that certain position to receive those downloads, to understand those downloads, to process them, and bring them into reality.
Okay. Look,
All
my
right.
how it look like Miss J's writing notes. I just want to say this real quick. Okay, look, I forgot to get a pen, but honey, you trust believe I'm going back to replay this so I can write my notes.
Like I got
Yes.
my second phone. I'm over here taking notes.
Man, wish I had my second phone to take notes. So all right, I'm coming back
Now,
to take my notes.
now, now that I've completed the chakras, because we were still talking about fruits of the spirit and chakras, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
the last two that I have here is love and joy. Love and joy. When you assess your chakras, all seven of them, because it's more than seven, but this it's like they only really talk about seven, but it's like nine or maybe 12, I believe. But but when you assess all of your chakras, that's what's included. Love and joy, because now that you understand yourself and now that you can communicate with people, now that you know what is your triggers, now that you know what can hinder you from moving forward, we got this thing game now. We got it game.
Right.
It's game. It's game.
Let's
All I
go.
have to do
Game
is just
time.
continue to be myself. Continue to be myself, and love and joy will be added.
Mm.
I can see
That's
that.
deep.
Yeah, I'm having some technical
So
difficulties over
once we
here.
get
Give me
all
a
our
minute.
chakras aligned, look,
Mm-hmm.
you're good. So once we
Right.
get all of our chakras aligned and everything is in order, then love and joy will fall into place in our lives.
Fall into place. It becomes automatic. Like, have you ever found like a sense of newness for yourself to the point where nobody can change that peace that you have?
Yes.
Like anybody can, like your worst enemy can come into your space and they cannot change your energy. It's
You
because of the fact
someone
that
bothered.
you took time to handle yourself in the chakra way. in the chakra way.
Ooh,
You
yes.
took time to handle yourself in the chakra way, which is, the whole self-discovery. That self-discovery is something.
It
I'm
really is.
serious. That self-discovery is something.
It really is. Do you feel like the only way to what are some ways that, let me ask you that way. What are some ways that we can align our different chakras besides meditation, or is meditation like pretty much the only or best way to do it? So
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. There's a thing called grounding. Have you guys heard of grounding?
I've heard of it, but I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
So
I was gonna
grounding
say,
is
why don't you tell us what it is, Wiz?
Yes.
grounding is consists of doing things, excuse me, doing things that's going to enhance you spiritually. Like, so some people like to go walking.
Mhm.
Walking is grounding, because the thing is that as you out walking, it's like you have all the elements around you, the water, the fire, the air, and the earth. When you bring all those together, you are grounding, because now you can think properly. Like, have you ever been walking, you be like, dang, like I really needed this. Or you go outside and sit on the porch, I really need it. Because you are at a point where you're grounding yourself, and you're not doing anything that's out of the way that can consume your time or that can drain your time. You're actually putting it to use to be beneficial to yourself. That's grounding. And aligning yourself. Also, writing can help too, because you're writing out your emotions. Organizing is grounding. Getting rid of some things is grounding.
That's so hard for me. I'm a mini hoarder. I think I get it from my grandma. I be like, I know I be scared to throw stuff away. I might need this I might need this one day. I might be looking for this. Then I'll be like, oh, I threw it away. So like, I really need to. That I heard like, oh, your mind is cluttered when you have clutter in a cluttered desk or a cluttered space. It just shows how cluttered your mind is. Yes. So I be keeping that in my head when my desk be cluttered all the time, and it's like,
it goes back to New Year's resolutions. A lot of times we throw out old stuff, or we get rid of old things just to be ready for the new version of us.
Right.
That's true.
So
and it's so liberating when you get rid of stuff.
It really is.
Huh?
I said it's so liberating to get rid of stuff. I used to be a mini hoarder, and then I got to one point I was getting ready to move, and I legit got rid of 6 bags of clothes, and I really didn't realize how much stuff I had. And I had to realize it's literally stuff. It's material stuff. It provides me no value. Let it go, because it could be a blessing in somebody else. So we can help
it's
you
more so like mail and like paperwork and stuff like that, where it's like, okay, if I throw this paper away, one day I might need this paper, and I'm like, oh man, I threw it away. Now clothes I bag up, I'll give away. But like my paperwork and things like that, it's like, even like from my old teaching days, like my old schools I used to work at, I still got paperwork from now. And I'm like, I could probably use this. So I'm gonna keep this in this binder or whatever. I could probably use this. I'm gonna keep this in, everybody got their junk drawer, and so my junk drawer is so full of like paperwork and like mail that some mail I haven't even opened yet. Like, it's like,
yeah, I did a big.
I need to clean, because I'm like, when I move, I'm gonna do it all. I can't take all this paper with me when I move.
Can I say something?
Right.
Yes.
You need to let it go. Let it
go. Yes.
Where's Michelle?
Get you a scanner.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Scan it in.
That's true. This kind of let's make this show assembled in a higher frequency chakra show. I love you. I love y'all. Love you too, Marlon.
Love you too, Marlon.
Yes. Love you, Marlon.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Yes. But I threw away a lot of stuff last year. I did like a spring cleaning, and I went through
Michelle, where you go?
I'm right here.
Look, I'm looking for her, and I was all over the place just a couple minutes ago.
I'm right here.
I know I was listening, but I
Michelle is
wasn't able
there.
to.
She's there. I can hear her. See you.
It's still your internet, Sophia.
I was looking all around for my charger for my laptop, and I'm looking around for it, and I was like going crazy. I'm like, my laptop is gonna die. I cannot. Where did I put my charger? I forgot that I had plugged in another socket, and so I looked at one socket like, okay, I unplugged. I must have brought it in this room with me. Whole time it's in a socket that I plugged in. I forgot I plugged it in that one socket. So I'm going crazy, looking all around for this charger that the whole time it was like sitting right there. I never unplugged it from the wall.
Because you know why? You
Why?
need to ground, girl. You need to ground yourself. You need to
I
ground
do.
yourself.
Exactly.
I
She
really
need to get
do.
herself grounded.
I really
Self-control.
do.
Self-control.
If it wasn't chilly out and windy out, I would definitely be on my patio right now having a mimosa. So
No, but
Yes.
speaking of, I just thought about this too, like what you were saying. I
it's
used to date
chilly.
a guy.
Chicago weather is right now. We still in winter. I think they forgot that we supposed to be in spring. They got us in winter and fall.
Hold on. Michelle was saying something. I was
Yeah.
trying to listen.
Yeah, no, I
Where's
was
she
saying
at?
that I'm right here. Everybody can hear me, but you, Sophia. It's still your cheap laptop.
Michelle, is it my camera?
Hear her, so.
I can't hear or see her.
It's your computer, honey.
It's your computer.
Let me remove her and remove her back.
And we can still hear and see her.
I see y'all and hear y'all, but I don't hear or see her.
I
It's
don't
so
know.
weird. I'm finna remove her and then bring her back. Hold on. Yeah, no, I can't hear or see Michelle. That's so weird.
What? Maybe
Hold
you
on.
hear her
Let
now.
me see something. Let me change the layout.
Hey.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm changing the layout on the thing. I can't hear or see Michelle. That's so weird.
I don't know
Okay,
why.
But I can hear and see.
So, and then let Michelle say what she gonna say, and then we gonna figure her out.
Yeah, then just repeat what she said.
Okay. No, I was saying about the grounded thing. You made me realize that I had a guy I was dating, and ain't nobody here but me. There we go. I had a guy I was dating, and he had a lot of mental issues, like for real. Like that was the first time I really realized that mental health issues are truly for real. But his favorite thing to do when he was like going like manic was to go for a walk. And he will always go for a walk, like in the park where you had like open air and the trees and the ponds. And you saying that now, it just makes complete sense why that was the way he centered himself, because he was grounding himself. And like you say, you're around the earth and the fire and the air and water, and it's just it makes so much sense now because he was grounding himself. See, people be thinking crazy folks are crazy, but they really are very smart and in tune with a lot of different things. No disrespect for anybody that has mental issues, because I have some too. I don't want you to get offended by
also,
crazy.
I'm glad you said something about mental health, because this month is mental health awareness.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so hashtag mental health awareness.
I didn't know that. See how our chakras are all aligned.
See that work.
Right? Come on, chakras. But no, that's awesome. That's
okay,
awesome.
Michelle, repeat everything you just said.
What the?
Because I see and hear you now. I had to leave the studio and enter back in. Sorry.
I was saying I believe everything Wizz is saying because I know somebody who do what he said and about grounding. And one of the things that he used to do was walk, and that's how he grounded himself. I just realized that's exactly what he was doing. I just thought, he was just super weird, and he just liked his walks. And then, and I would go on the walks with him sometimes, and I really would be like, yeah, this was cool, this was dope, But then I didn't realize we were grounding ourselves. So, yes.
Can I join? Join what? Nice
conversation.
Nice to see everyone.
Hi, Ben. Nice to see you.
Hi, Ben. Nice to see you too.
I will tell you one thing. Every week after we complete school, because I go to school, Sophia, Tuesday through Thursday. Every Thursday I just go and sit at the lakefront for like an hour or two and just sit and just really reflect on this past week, what I did, what I completed, and then how I can get myself prepared for the week to come up. Because for me, I haven't been in school in over 15 years. So to go back into this and then, you know, have to get back into that routine, like it's different. I don't know how much Wiz of my story Sophia had shared with you, but I was living in Atlanta for the last 7 years. And my dad passed away this past summer. Then I had to relocate back to Chicago because my mom got sick 2 days after his funeral. So, you know, I just had a lot on my plate, still trying to be a mom. So sometimes you have to, it's very important to ground yourself on a regular basis, because especially when you have so much on your plate, sometimes you don't know if you're coming or going. And then dealing with mental health, I've been clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety a couple of years ago. And you know, that's the thing too, in the Black community, we don't talk about that much. We don't talk about mental health. We look at it as a taboo pretty much, like, you know, to go to therapy or talk to people or to address your mental health. It's always, oh, you're fine, just keep working through it. Or, you know, Black families, we brush a lot under the rug. And so for me, I decided, okay, this is where the buck stops. I have to start addressing this. We got to talk about these things and normalize this stuff, because God forbid my son starts dealing with mental health himself. How do I help him through that? And so we have to teach our kids, it's okay if you get anxiety. It's okay if you get depressed about certain things. It's okay if you feel this way.
Just don't take your own life.
Them how to work through it. Exactly. We have to teach you healthy ways to work through it. So this right here, you give me a lot of good tips right now and ways to just deal and address with stuff without just feeling like, oh, it's something wrong with me. And, you know, just sitting in that and waiting in it and just, you know, making an excuse and throwing my pity party. So I appreciate all of these tips, because this is helping me right now. I knew about the chakras and alignment in my third eye, but
this is why I love Wiz. He's always just bringing that stuff to people, man.
Can I tell you something? Now, you know, it's okay for us as an adults to understand this chakra system, but it will also help kids as well.
Absolutely.
It will also help kids. So who knows, you know, with the spiritual eye. I'm already seeing like different people doing chakra books for kids.
Why haven't you, Wiz?
Why haven't I? Girl, that just came through. That just came through.
Look, come on, Wiz, let's do it.
We'll buy it. You know, we'll buy it.
Who knows?
Martin said, I, as a Black male, have been to therapy and needs to be done. If needed for PTSD, chakra is grounding.
It's a key. It's the key.
Is book chakra? What's those books on the symbol? Reading chakra.
For PTSD, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, Martin, don't be typing with emojis and stuff. I'm still learning. Nah. All right.
I think that's another thing. I think a lot of Black people don't believe in therapy. A lot of
that's true.
Believe in therapy
because, you know, especially men, because they don't. It's the signs of like weakness, or because we was raised to be so strong and be able to handle things ourselves, or whatever. And so we why is being Black related, Marlon? Because I'm saying this I'm saying this very reason, because we was raised to being strong, and if we go into therapy, it's a sign of weakness, and so it's like we was not raised in therapy. We was raised in the church. Go to God, take it to God, you know, and so it was never take it to a therapist, which God created therapists for a reason. You know, but we wasn't raised to know that. We was raised, go to the altar, pray, go in your closet, pray, take it to God. You don't, you know, counseling is weak. Like, how can they help us? We never, you know, so that's why it's like now because I've been to counseling in my relationship, we started counseling. We supposed to start back to try to, you know, fix things in our relationship. But it was like my guy, he was like resistance of counseling. I don't want to do that. Them people can't tell me about me. In reality, it was the one counselor we did go to was kind of heated. And he couldn't really take it, because it's telling you, it's like now you're really getting to know about yourself. You're really being able to, somebody can express themselves to you without you interrupting. And now it's like that heat is on you. You know, so it's counseling is because you have that mediator, you have that third person that won't let you interrupt someone who's trying to express their feelings to you. And we was not raised to know that. I think if a lot of Black people got counseling, it would be a lot of non-Black on Black crime too.
But you know what was out of order?
Marlon, I don't.
Yeah, Marlon, I didn't
root
talk
chakra
to my
and the throat chakra.
You said out of
The
order?
root chakra and the throat chakra.
It says out of order?
Yeah, that was out of order because self-control. And then, being able to deliver and receive communication.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if you really want to get into colorism, not purple, I mean red and blue is what? Purple. Third eye is off.
Wow.
Third eye is off.
That's deep. Wow. That's deep.
So
I was taught nothing for being the son of a preacher except being naughty. They say what they say about them preacher kids now.
Right.
The preacher kids is the baddest ones.
No, my first lady told me the preacher kids are the main kids that the devil try to come and attack because they are preacher kids. So the main kids that the devil try to come at. I'm
gonna tell you. The reason why it's that way is because
no, we ain't counselors.
It's just about talking about freedom. It's talking about freedom. Because when you start to do self-discovery, you are opening up yourself to freedom, liberation, being yourself. But when you sit under people will limit you to what you can be.
This is true.
Those same people in high places, they had to find themselves, they had to discover themselves, and can't nobody tell them anything different about themselves right now. Why? Because they took the time to do the self-discovery. But they're not going to really tell you that. They're just going to say, you just do what you can. Just stay on the right path. But what is the right path? Teach me.
Right.
Their path.
Right.
I had that discussion with my mother not so long ago, and she just refuses to see my way, and then I have to realize, she was raised with a different set of rules, and she has her own beliefs, whereas I believe, that I can do things differently, and I'm trying to pass that on to my son. It's just like you said, just to get to know yourself. Like my son's like, oh, I want to be an actor, so instead of telling him like, oh, you can't do it, and I have to watch myself, because sometimes I'm like, well, what you gonna do if you can't act? Why am I already putting in his head that he can't do it? Why am I already putting in his head that it's not possible? Because that's what I've been taught, right? You know what I'm saying? That you always got to have the backup plan because this ain't gonna work. Why? I was with somebody on Clubhouse, and she said she was listening to her daughter, tell her dreams, and she's like, and I was gonna laugh at her, and she's like, instead of laughing at her, I was like, you do that. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. And so people are quick to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, what rules you should and shouldn't live by. And
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and that's how you just discover yourself, by really truly doing those things that you want to do. Discover who you are as a person, because I'm still discovering myself. So yeah.
I was just reading someone's post on Facebook. My pastor's son, actually, his post, he was saying that when he was in a car with his son, and his son was telling him how he wanted to play in the NBA and how he really wanted to love to play in the NBA. He said, and now I could have told my son, it's a hard chance to get in the NBA. I could have told him that, it could be not possible. I could have told him everything that would make him not be able to get into the NBA. He said, but instead I chose to tell him, go for it. Follow your dreams. It's possible and you can do it. He said, and it's so funny that you brought that up, because I literally just read that post this morning on him saying like how he could have just basically put down everything that his son was talking about he wanted to do and telling him how it can't happen for him. But instead of doing that, he switched it. He told him everything, how it's possible for him to be able to do it. And it's true. Like with my kids, anything they want to do, and I encourage them, go do it. Just go do it. Do it. If you quit, fine, because I quit a lot of things that didn't work for me. You gotta start something. If it don't work, it's okay to quit. It's okay to stop it, because maybe it wasn't for you, or stopping it and maybe at another time try it again. But I would never tell them I try to get them out of the habit of quitting, because it's a bad habit to have, quitting. But at the same time, if it's just not working for you, maybe it's something that you thought you wanted to do, and at least you tried it. and it didn't work for you. But anything my girls say, Mom, long as it's not, as long as it's legal and it's not disrespectful to themselves, I go ahead, try it. It don't have to be where I'm never going to say, no, don't do that. Go be a professor or go be a doctor. I'm never going to do that. Anything they wanted to do, I supported it. If they didn't like it, even with sports, they tried sports. They didn't, it wasn't for them. They quit, even though it cost a lot of money out of pocket. Y'all waste, I would always say, y'all wasting my money. But then I think like, you didn't waste my money. You tried something I paid for. You didn't like it. Try the next thing.
Can I say something? So oftentimes we consider, the point of, I guess, like backing away from the introduction, we call that quitting. But in reality, we don't know where that introduction is going to lead us. And we probably stop now, but we might continue to do it later. It's just that we need to regroup. That's it.
So
that's true.
That's dope. And Wizz,
because a lot of things that I have done in my past, like I didn't know that I was going to be able to use it now, but it's part of me, going through that initiation or going through that introduction that's going to lead to pieces of who I'm going to be.
That's true, and that's how I feel now.
I like to have useless information. As a lot of people say, they be like, I have useless information in my head, because you never know what or when you will need that information. Like you sit there, people like, how did you know that? Like, I don't know. I learned it a long time ago. So I know it. So yes, that's very true. So Wiz, can I ask you a question? Do you do your meditation every morning, or is it just like once a week? Or
I try to do it whenever I feel it in my spirit, because not every day I feel like meditating. Some days I just want to wake up and just listen to music, and that's going to be my way of meditating through the day. But I try to do it at least about like twice, maybe 3 times out the week.
Okay. See, it's interesting you said that, because I was doing this whole morning ritual, and it was like, I don't know if you heard of Miracle Morning. So you get up and you visualize and you pray and you journal and you meditate and you exercise. Like you do all of these things before you start your day, right? And it just started becoming to feel like a chore. Like, I gotta write, I gotta pray, I gotta exercise, I gotta do this. I like the fact how you just said that it's like, I might not feel like meditating that day, and that's okay. I'm gonna meditate another way instead of doing it that way. So I like that. That gives me the freedom to be able to say, you know what, I don't feel like humming today. I'm gonna just listen to my morning playlist and get me in the right mood.
Wiz does readings too, guys, and he is. Let me tell you, this man is spot on. That I don't know if I was telling y'all. I think I kind of told y'all. I was on his page. He did a live, and he was like, "You want to read? Say me or whatever." I was like, "Me." He didn't know me. I didn't know him. He did a quick general reading, and it was just like, I'm like, who is this guy, and how did he get in my house? Like, how did he get in my thoughts? How did he didn't know me? And talking to me about my relationship in general, like not too deep, but a little, deep. And he just was spot on. It wasn't like general relationship stuff that you can figure out, saying by whatever, just general. It was stuff that I was thinking I wanted to do, stuff that I knew I needed to do. And he literally told me that and was telling me that I needed to do this, that I needed to, do that. And I'm like, what the heck? So ever since then, I fell in love with him. And
is he frozen? Because
I think so. There he go. But he's still frozen.
I had to get out and come back in.
Okay, so now I got you twice. I think it's like you froze at the top.
Right, because we got you posed.
Okay.
And then he got you streaming. Okay, so now how you still here?
Because he posed photo shoot.
Huh?
Okay, there we go. All right, you was there twice. Yeah, and so so then I did a full reading with him, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, this man, he's not fake. He is spot on. I'm finna cry, just talking about you for real, like just thinking about my reading we did. He's spot on. He's not one of those people that just want your money. He man, he was just true about everything, like stuff that he just pulling the right cards and just saying like I don't even want to cry, but for real, like this man is like spot on, like for
Do
real. You
you
want to
use
read him?
cards for your
Just
readings?
he he's real, like for real. He was spot on. For I recommend him if you want a reading. He's not Cleo, you know what I'm saying? He is he's the real deal.
Call me now.
He's the real deal for real.
So do you use cards or
So,
do you
Wiz,
just
how
go
did
based
you
upon?
realize?
What happened?
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. What were you saying?
I think he got out first. Like he got out. I think he's gonna come back in.
Okay.
Since,
There he is. Wiz.
I don't know if that's him
I
for
want
real
him.
or
I
he
wanna
is
see if
gonna
he
happen
can
again.
connect with somebody for me. Can he do a
He
live reading
does.
with me
He can
for
do
me?
that too. He can connect too with people. We didn't do that because I was kind of scared of that one, but just telling me stuff, girl. And I was one of those people that like didn't. Oh, I don't believe in them people. I don't do that. But like I said, when he did that on the live for me, it was just like hold on, Wiz got something going on. Let me see something because I think he's trying to come back in on this guy. Okay, hold on. Which one is you? Hold on, let me remove this one and add this one.
His name.
And for
It was two
everyone
of
who's
them. I had to.
listening,
He on here 2 times. Like I had to remove him from
and
one
for
and add
everybody
him to
who's
the other
listening
one.
to us live, Wiz is a medium, correct, Soso?
Yes, he's a medium. He's a life coach. He's
A life coach,
yes, and he's
chakra
meditation.
expert.
Meditation. What did he say? He does meditations and so if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's scrolling with his meditation podcast is on there. I'm actually going to add his website as well.
There you are.
Wiz, are you back?
You're back.
You're still kind of frozen.
Yeah, he was frozen. He back to pose.
He looking confused. Like, right.
I think it's intuitive.
We
Wiz
need somebody to
intuitive.
screenshot that. Yeah.
Right. Let me.
He's making it to a meme.
Oh yes. Wait, that's the whole thing. Like when somebody says this or that, the look on your face is the look you give.
Right.
Where are you?
That look you give when you know somebody lying.
Right.
You
girl.
froze still, Wiz, on our end.
You froze, Wiz.
We hear you though. You got that Sophia Wi-Fi.
You got Xfinity. You got Xfinity, Wiz. We're gonna have to change from Xfinity. We're gonna have to get some AT&T or something. Where you at, Wiz?
Problem here.
We need to have Wiz on here again.
I'm having a problem.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah. He was. I don't know if y'all seen my Speak It. I interviewed him. That he was on my. I did an interview with him on my Speak It a few months ago. And so of course I told him
Monday morning talks.
So then I told him that I was gonna bring him on this show because I wanted y'all to be able to talk to him too or whatever. We definitely gonna have him back.
You can have
you. Yeah, we can hear you, but we
can hear you, Wiz. You still face is still frozen.
You still looking like what?
Why is not working?
I do.
What y'all talking about? That
what? Your chakras ain't lying.
Right.
Your third eye ain't open.
Right.
All that I just gave you.
You need to get that look you give when people need to get their chakras in line.
Right.
That look you give when people tell you the chakras go from the top to the bottom.
From the crown.
You telling me you don't get your root together first?
Right. From the crown to the roots. The root to the crown, people. Root
right.
to the crown.
Like you ain't implanted properly. You ain't go from the ground up.
Right, exactly. That's why you still messed up. Right. You went the wrong way.
Hello? Does the seed go on the table first? No, it goes in the ground. Like,
okay.
Right.
Can y'all see me?
We see you. You frozen though.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah, you definitely acting like my
There you go.
Oh,
there you go. Hi.
Move your arms. Let us see.
Move. Okay. Yep. You're back.
There
Okay.
you are.
All right.
Good. Now,
No,
Wiz,
you're
give us
good. You're good.
Wiz, give me your
No, because
website. Is
what
Wiz
was going
Intuitive?
on? What was going on? I was trying to click out, but it had me on two platforms. It had me on two videos.
You was on 2, and I'm like, I don't know which one to bring you in on because you had 2 going on. What's your website? Wiz
But
Intuitive.
I'm sad
Your
to say,
website, huh?
set them time.
What was you
Set them
about to say?
time.
What's your website? Where people can reach you for like reading and
On
stuff?
Facebook.
Well, where they
Um,
can reach you for your
it
for
will
your
be
readings and stuff?
Wiz Intuitive Spot.
Wiz
Wiz
Intuitive
Intuitive
Spot.
Spot on Facebook. Wiz Intuitive
Wiz-
Spot on Facebook. Yes. Um, Also, I do have an IG page. It will be Wiz the Shaman, and that's on IG.
Wiz the Sherman.
Shaman.
Sherman.
Shaman.
Sorry.
CHUMAN, right?
And I'm sorry to
You
say, but
said
my phone is dying. Yes,
that's
Wiz
okay.
the
We
Shaman.
supposed to be ending anyway. It's not trying to get you a straight. You said Wiz the spell.
Huh?
You said Showman or Sherman.
Shaman.
It's the DA or T.
SHAMAN.
Wiz the Shaman. So it's SHAMAN.
So is it THE or DA? Is it
Shaman.
the or
Shaman.
the?
Shaman.
No, is it
So
the
it's
THE?
SHA.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I was trying to see if it's THE or
It's
DA.
WIZZ.
I can't hear you.
Listen to me,
Sorry.
so. Listen to me.
So it's
WIZZ.
So it's Wiz
Uh-huh.
WIZZ.
Uh-huh.
SH.
Right. I know that.
No, she was saying the part. Is it the or duh? Like is you?
It's the THE.
Yeah.
Okay.
You using English or you using hood?
Oh, it's SHAMEN.
Yeah. THE.
MAN.
Okay. MAN.
Yes, Wiz, you have to
Mhm.
come back. This was a great conversation.
Oh,
Okay,
definitely,
Wiz, I
definitely.
need to talk
I
to
would
you
love to
because
come
I
back.
want you to do a medium reading for me. I want to see if you can connect
Let's
with some
go.
people. So
Go
let me
ahead,
ask you a
Gabriel.
quick question before we get off of here. How did you tap into your medium side? Like, how
Oh,
did
yes,
you
I wanted
realize
to
you were a
ask that
medium?
See, y'all. That's why y'all gotta watch my interview for that.
Well, everybody, we on a
For
new
me,
look. We on a new platform. We got new people listening. Show stuff.
I know, but that's a page too. I'm trying to represent
so
that
for
page
me,
as well.
Well,
That's
we
a
got
long
you.
story. That's a long story. We want to come back
so
with.
for me, the way that
Can
sure, we can. I can.
But go ahead. You can talk because I'm typing because I lost everything that I was just typing. You can answer Jordan's
Okay.
question. I'm sorry.
So the way that I tapped into this side of my gift, I've always had to give. Always had to give. Always had to give. It's just that in 2019, when I was rediscovering myself, it was like my gifts became stronger, the dreams became more vivid, and I just started journaling. And then next thing I knew, I realized that my grandfather was talking to me the whole time. So I just been riding out with him, from that point on. Just been riding out with him from that point on. So he's a part of my spiritual journey because he was very spiritual. Very spiritual. Like different things that he used to do. I really didn't pay attention to it until 2019. And he been dead and gone since 2008.
Wow.
And that's when
Like
that's the one you said was
different
really
things.
into the numbers, Wiz. Was it your grandfather or your dad that was into was it your grandfather or your dad that was really into numbers?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather. Okay.
My grandfather.
So do you do numerology as
My
well?
grandfather.
That's what another
Girl,
I actually want to know
you
about
want to
that
talk
too.
about
I really want
numbers?
to learn into the numbers. Yeah.
I'm big on numbers. That's why I was asking. I love numbers.
So yeah, we definitely gonna have to have you back on to talk about numbers.
Yeah, I know nothing about numbers. I
Definitely,
have questions.
definitely.
My pastor talk about numbers all the time, and I was like,
Where you gonna
I've been
learn?
like kind of looking into it, but I want to know more. Because Wiz will tell you numbers when he's doing your reading too. He'll put up like this number here or whatever. I'm like, what's that mean?
Yeah.
So can we have Wiz on next week to talk about numerology?
Well, we was gonna
Maybe do a
have
live
I
stream
booked
or whatever?
Mario for next week,
Oh, that's right.
but
Okay.
yeah, so we can have him on the following week after next.
Okay.
Okay.
Wiz, are you available in 2
Not
weeks?
like
Wiz,
I
does that
don't
work
want
for
to
you?
talk to Mario, but I really want to talk to Wiz.
Sure,
I
sure,
feel like we didn't
sure.
really get to the meat.
And I'm
Like,
sorry, guys. I
Do
gotta
you
go.
want to go in?
We get a
Okay.
whole nother
My
hour for
phone is
this.
about to turn off.
Well, his phone is gonna die,
My phone
so
is about to
Wiz,
turn
hurry
off.
up and plug.
So,
Hurry up and do your plug again, where people can
huh?
find you. Hurry up and say where people can find you again. I know I wrote it down, but I want you to tell them where they can find you and how they can get in touch with you and everything. And maybe with girls, we might talk about having him next week. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Okay. So you can find me. You can find me in. Okay. You can find me on Instagram, which is Wiz the Shaman. You can find me on Facebook. And that page is Wiz Intuitive Spot. And you know, just link up. Just link up.
Awesome.
Thank you, Wiz, so much for coming
Thank
on.
you,
We
Wiz.
really enjoyed this.
Yes.
I knew
yes.
we were. I knew the ladies were. That's why I wanted you on. And so we definitely gonna have you back on either this next week or the week after next. I'm gonna talk to Mario, maybe move some stuff around. And so well, you know I love you, and I always appreciate you.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely. Thank y'all for having me. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, and
Wiz, I'll be
Wiz,
connecting with you.
Wiz, I put my hands
too.
on the lamp when it was hot. My salt lamp when it was high, and I told the girl at the gym about it too, and it's true because remember I had told you I told you about my tongue and I had went off on Jay or whatever, and so you was like put your hand on that light, change your energy, and it did. Like my energy changed. I called him, apologized, like for real.
That Himalayan pink salt.
I put it. He said
life.
touch it when it's hot. Touch it when it's hot, and it changes your energy. And I forgot to use let me know. I forgot to let you know, but yeah, it did. It's definitely true. It works.
All right, let me look on Amazon for Himalayan pink salt lamp.
Himalayan pink salt. Yes, get your
they got
pink salt lamp.
Look, I got some Himalayan pink salt.
We need to take a trip to Miami. Do y'all got salt caves out in Miami? Wiz?
With you in Miami?
You know what? There is a spot. There is a spot. But I want to look for an all black spot.
Yeah, I already found one. We gotta find one. We gonna have to make one.
What a cave?
Yeah, salt cave. But we need to take like a trip to Miami, visit Mr. Wiz, and
when
welcome to Miami.
When we finish school.
I've been either. Miami.
I never been either.
See, that's why I love you, Jay.
I never been either. So yeah, and we can do like the salt cave if you find like on one. We'll see. Hopefully you can. I haven't seen any. But Wiz is gone. His phone died.
His phone died. He like,
yeah.
I told y'all.
We love you.
He's like, look, y'all supposed to end it a long time ago. Y'all over here.
Right. Steady talking. His phone
I need him to do a medium reading for me. That's what I need.
Girl. Yes, and then the whole thing is like actually like what kind of music you like to listen to. And I was like, I love me some Mary, some 90s R&B. So he played the music, and as we talking and when things that we're talking about, why that song come on kind of referencing what we're talking about. And he's like, hear that? And I'm like, what the heck? And this, so he did somebody else reading that I know, and she said it too. She was like, yeah, he was playing the music. She said, then we was talking, and the song came on, what we was talking about. I'm like, I said same thing with me. Like that was crazy. But yeah, he real deal. He real deal.
Okay. So, I like with his great personality, even if you don't believe or have questions or doubts, I think he has a very welcoming personality that you can at least be open to hearing.
Yeah, he's always smiling. I only know great people, y'all.
Okay.
You know that. I only deal with great people.
I see. So you got all the connects, sis.
Except for that one exception, but we ain't gonna talk about
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's well, the person I thought I knew there was a great person. I thought was a great person, but you know, so you know, but yeah. But other than that, one epic failure. I I only know great people. I only gonna invite great people to the show for now. So yes. Oh, we're still live. Okay, so we're gonna go off air because we're still broadcasting. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all your comments, and hopefully share this video. Share my Wizz. Hit Wizz up. He is the real deal, y'all. And yeah, have a good day. Say bye to the audience, y'all.
Bye, audience, y'all.
Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in.